Hey everyone, welcome back to the Talk Smart English podcast. I'm Leba, and I'm really happy to have you with us today. If you're listening while you're having breakfast, walking outside, relaxing at home, or even doing some exercise, you're in the perfect place because today we're going to practice real English while talking about something that affects all of us: our health, our habits, and our happiness.
Absolutely, Liba. And welcome back, everyone. I'm Jack, and I'm excited because today we're continuing our conversation from our previous episode with part two of Real English Practice Healthy Habits, Happy Life. But this time, we're going to go deeper and talk about the small choices we make every day that can have a big effect on the way we feel, think, and live.
Exactly, Jack. And I think one important thing we should say right from the beginning is that living a healthy and happy life doesn't mean that you have to completely change your life overnight. You don't need to become a professional athlete, eat perfect meals every single day, or wake up at 5 in the morning just because someone on the internet told you that successful people do that.
That's such an important point, Liba, because sometimes we make healthy living sound much more complicated than it really is. We think we need a perfect schedule, an expensive gym membership, a special diet, and a long list of rules. But honestly, some of the healthiest habits are incredibly simple: getting enough sleep, drinking water, moving your body, eating balanced meals, taking breaks, spending time with people you care about, and giving your mind a little rest can already make a huge difference.
And that's exactly what makes today's episode useful for English learners. We're not just going to talk about healthy habits, we're going to practice how to talk about our daily lives naturally in English. So while you're listening, don't just listen passively. Try to repeat some of our sentences, notice the expressions we use, and think about how you would answer the questions we ask each other.
Yes! And here's a little challenge for everyone listening. While we're talking, think about one healthy habit that you already have and one habit that you would like to improve. Maybe you already drink plenty of water, but you want to exercise more. Maybe you sleep well, but you spend too much time on your phone. Or maybe you're trying to reduce stress and create a calmer daily routine.
And don't worry if you can't describe your answer perfectly in English. That's why you're here. You can pause the podcast whenever you want, repeat our sentences, and practice speaking out loud. Remember, the goal isn't to speak perfect English immediately. The goal is to become more comfortable expressing your real thoughts in English.
Exactly. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's have a real conversation about healthy habits, happiness, and the small things we can do every day to feel better.
All right, Jack, I think we're ready. Let's start with a simple but very important question. What does living a healthy life actually mean to you?
That's a great question, Liba, because I think the answer is much bigger than simply eating healthy food and exercising.
So, Jack, let's start with that question we mentioned at the end of our introduction. When you hear the phrase, a healthy life, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Do you think about exercise, healthy food, getting enough sleep, or something completely different?
Honestly, Liba, the first thing that comes to my mind is balance. I think being healthy is not just about going to the gym every day or eating vegetables with every meal. Those things are important, of course, but I believe a healthy life is about creating a balance between your body, your mind, your work, your relationships, and your personal time.
I really like that answer because sometimes people have a very narrow idea of health. They think that if someone exercises regularly and eats healthy food, that person must automatically be healthy and happy. But what if that person is constantly stressed, never gets enough sleep, or spends all day worrying about the future?
Exactly. You can look physically healthy while still feeling mentally exhausted. For example, imagine someone who exercises for an hour every morning, but then works 12 hours a day, sleeps only 4 or 5 hours, never takes a break, and constantly compares their life with other people online. That person might be physically active, but their overall lifestyle may not be very healthy.
That's such a good example. And I think this is something many people can relate to. Sometimes we focus so much on productivity that we forget that rest is also part of a healthy lifestyle. We think that if we're not working, studying, or achieving something, we're wasting time.
Yes, and that mindset can be dangerous. Rest is not laziness. Taking a break doesn't mean that you're weak or unproductive. Your brain needs time to recover, just like your body does after physical activity. If you keep pushing yourself without giving yourself time to relax, eventually you may feel tired, frustrated, and completely burned out.
I agree. And another important part of a healthy life is understanding that you don't have to be perfect. I think people sometimes start a new healthy habit with a lot of motivation. They say, from tomorrow, I'm going to exercise every day, eat perfectly, sleep early, drink more water, read every night, and never use my phone too much. Then, after a few days, they miss one workout or eat something unhealthy, and suddenly they feel like they've failed.
Exactly. And I think that's where people need to change their way of thinking. Missing one day doesn't mean you failed. Eating one unhealthy meal doesn't destroy your progress. Staying up late one night doesn't mean your entire routine is ruined. What matters is what you do most of the time, not what happens once in a while.
That's a really useful expression for our listeners. What matters is what you do most of the time. It means that your overall pattern is more important than one small mistake.
Right. And another phrase we can practice is get back on track. For example, if you stop exercising for a few days, you can say, I'm going to get back on track tomorrow. Or if you've been eating too much fast food recently, you might say, I want to get back on track with my healthy eating.
That's a great phrase because it sounds very natural in everyday English. And I think it also gives us a healthier attitude toward our habits. Instead of saying, I ruined everything, we can say, okay, I had a bad day. Now I'm going to get back on track.
Exactly. And I think happiness is connected to this idea too. Happy life doesn't mean that you feel happy every minute of every day. Nobody feels positive all the time. Sometimes you're tired, sometimes you're disappointed, sometimes you have a difficult day, and sometimes things simply don't go the way you planned.
Yes, and I think that's important for English learners to understand when they hear the phrase happy life. It doesn't mean a life without problems. A happy life can simply mean having healthy ways to deal with problems. It means knowing how to take care of yourself when life becomes stressful.
Absolutely. For me, happiness can come from very ordinary things. Having a good conversation with a friend, enjoying a peaceful morning, taking a walk outside, listening to music, finishing something I've been working on, or simply having enough time to relax can make me feel good.
And that's a beautiful reminder that happiness doesn't always come from big achievements. Sometimes we're waiting for something huge to happen before we allow ourselves to feel happy, but we forget to appreciate the small moments that are already part of our lives.
Exactly. So, if we had to explain a healthy and happy life in simple English, I would say take care of your body, protect your mind, make time for people you love, get enough rest, and don't put too much pressure on yourself.
I love that. And for everyone listening, here's a question for you. What is one thing you do every day that makes you feel healthier or happier? Maybe it's walking, drinking water, praying, reading, exercising, talking to your family, listening to music, or simply taking some quiet time for yourself.
And try to answer that question in English. You can use this simple sentence pattern. One healthy habit I have is, for example, there's like one healthy habit I have is taking a short walk every evening because it helps me clear my mind.
That's a perfect example. So don't just listen, pause the podcast and complete the sentence yourself. One healthy habit I have is,
And now that we've talked about what a healthy life really means, I think we should move into something very practical, how we actually start our day.
and now, Jack, we've reached the final part of today's episode. We've talked about so many things, from morning routines and healthy eating to exercise, sleep, stress, mental well being, and small daily habits. But before we say goodbye, I think we should give our listeners something they can actually practice after they finish listening.
Absolutely, Liba. And because this is the Talk Smart English podcast, we're not going to finish with just a simple goodbye. We're going to give everyone a little English speaking challenge that connects directly to the topic we discussed today.
I love that. So, everyone listening, here's your challenge. I want you to describe your healthy day in English. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be long. Just talk about your daily habits using simple English sentences.
Exactly. You can start with your morning. You could say, I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. After I wake up, I drink some water and get ready for the day. I try not to check my phone immediately because I want to start my morning calmly.